Physical media this, physical media that, but have you seen my physical media collection? And are you collecting? Let's get into that today. Hello everyone, my name is Em. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a photographer and a film girly and also a physical media enthusiast. Okay, I've been collecting from a very, very young age. I'm also what I like to call Oscar the Grouch? I'm a trash collector. Anything in the next man's trash is another man's treasure. I'm the another man. I'm the another woman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Before we get too far into the video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on all these platforms below. Right here. Yeah. So this is my actual favorite topic to talk about. I've been a record collector since I was about 12, and a personal collector of physical media since I've just become an adult. Honestly, I've found value in having the physical copies of books, of music, of movies, because we've gotten so accustomed to watching things on streaming or on YouTube or listening to music on streaming, you know, like walking around with your music. And I just want to return back to form. And I've been wanting to return back to form before it was popular, before it became a thing. But I realized that other people are also collectors. And I wonder how long you guys have been collecting. Can you guys also comment that down below? It's really fun, honestly, if you're also a collector, to find music or find movies or find books that maybe you haven't read in a while, maybe you haven't listened to in a while, or maybe you really want to get into and you don't know what it sounds like, what it is, but it has always interested you. And then you have to buy the accoutrements with it, because finding a DVD player that is compatible with these TVs these days is really hard, actually. But I found one nonetheless. I thrifted it, and I thrifted a lot of these things as well. Books, puzzles. Oh my gosh, don't get me started on puzzles. I have not finished my Harriet Tubman puzzle, but it'll be done. It'll be done by the end of this year, and it'll go up on this wall. As you guys can see, I do my record wall, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, you already know I change it every other month, and it's honestly a really fun project to do, but also just to brighten up my space, but also to incorporate music into my space and art into my space, because the covers are art in themselves. And I think that's something to be, that's something to appreciate as well. People put a lot of time and effort into the promotion of materials. So like within a record, you have the sleeves, you have the actual record itself, of course, and then you may have like the lyrics page or stickers or posters, or those are all more physical things to add to your personal collection of things. So you can use the posters from your actual records or from your CDs that you get, because it comes with it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like bonus trinket, if you will. Today, we're going to go through my records, some CDs, and some movies that make me, that I bought for my personal collection, if that makes sense. Okay, but first, we're going to do movies. First up, we have Shrek 2. I'm a sequel girl down, okay? I love a good, great, amazing sequel, and Shrek 2 is one of my favorites, no exceptions, baby. You know, Shrek is going into Far, Far Away, and the music and the comedy, Fairy Godmother, like, okay, that's why it's in my collection. And then all the bonus features, don't get me started on actually having physical CDs or DVDs or movies and having bonus features, bonus songs, bonus, like things that you would not have on streaming. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's love, it's extra love. Added on top of that, we've got Nacho Libre. This is one of my childhood favorites, and still to this day, the most quotable movie probably in my collection. Definitely. This one is actually new. I got this from Goodwill recently, and I love Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is one of my favorite movies of all time, and just like for a whimsy girl like me, and also like loving thrillers, loving horror, but also loving like the darkness, the sinisterness that Tim Burton brings in this film was like key. You know what I'm saying? Romeo and Juliet, Shakespeare, William Shakespeare, Baz Luhrmann, Romeo and Juliet. Yeah. I watched this in English class for the first time freshman year of high school. First of all, filmmaking wonder, color, reciting Shakespearean poetry while just like acting and like everything about that, the action, just everything is everything. I had to have it in my collection. I had to. Of course, if you haven't watched my School of Rock video, go watch that now. Actually, go watch it after this video. Don't click off this video, bitch. If you guys haven't watched my School of Rock video, please go watch that. It is great. And Jack Black is one of my favorite comedic actors of all time. Of course. This is the end. This is also one of my favorite comedic movies. Obviously, I love comedy. It seems like comedy is one of my favorite genres, even though I don't think it is. I love a dark comedy. I love horror. I love thriller. I love suspense. So I've got a good mix of those movies in my collection for sure. That they all make me me. Honestly, they all make me me. So, okay, we're getting really professional. Let me put my titties away. Woo! That's much better. Can you guys see me? My camera's having a hard time focusing, so we'll do the rest from back here. Just real chill and shit. So, yeah. So those are my movies. Now we're gonna get into the CDs. And actually, I have way too many CDs, so I had to pick, I don't even know if this is 10. Maybe it's 10, but it might be more than 10. Okay, bear with me here. This is a physical media collection overall, so a part of physical media collecting is patience. So be patient with me, please. Thank you. Okay, first up, we have Cherry Bomb. This has probably become my favorite Tyler, the Creator album. I'm not gonna lie. It's surpassing Igor every day, honestly, because I listen to this every day. I feel like I'm in this part of my life where it sounds like a lot. It's a lot going on. I'm still young. I'm still figuring stuff out. And I'm going into my flower boy phase, if that makes sense. If you're a Tyler, the Creator fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about right now. Next, I have the OG John Waters Hairspray soundtrack. I watched this movie over and over again at my dad's house. He had it on VHS, and I watched this film so many times that like it just kept playing through the night, And I like the rebooted version as well. I love that soundtrack as well, but nothing's like the OG. Nothing's like the OG right here. And I thrifted this for $1 because it was on sale. Yeah, Goodwill. I don't know how this was in the Goodwill bins, but it was. So yeah. No Doubt, Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. I don't listen to this one all the time, every day, but this is one of my favorites. Their performances on this album, the music is so great, so nostalgic for me, and I love the cover art, and I love the visuals for this album specifically, so I was like, I have to get this in my collection, you know, you dig. Next, we have Wolf. Of course, this was my OG first favorite Tyler, the Creator album, and I think that it's hard to rate Tyler, the Creator albums. I feel like they're not rateable. Like, I feel like I should not be rating them because I love this man for everything that he does. Every album is very unique and specific, but if I didn't have Tyler, the Creator CDs in my collection, who am I? That literally like birthed my sound, my taste in music, my style in general. So thank you, Tyler. Next, we have Under the Weather by Homeshake. I went to see Homeshake twice in concert, and I got this on the first time that I went to see him in concert, which was a dream come true. I went by myself, and this album really got me through COVID, got me through my freshman year of college, and my sophomore year as well. I listen to it every day, and I can listen to it every day still to this day. So Under the Weather by Homeshake. I've got Riot by Paramore. This is also really nostalgic. My sister used to play this a lot growing up, and I love Hayley Williams for the woman that she is, and she literally inspired a lot in me about my expression. You know, just punk girls in general, ladies leading. Should I say more? No, I shouldn't. You guys get it. This is Oxymoron by the Schoolboy Q. I have been really getting into this album a lot more this year because when I was younger, I liked Schoolboy Q, but after Blue Lips came out, I've been going down the Discog, and this album is so special. This album is so very, 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 very special to me. So I had to purchase it on CD. And so is Untitled Unmastered. I know you guys can't really see it. It's like, you know, it's green. It's green, but Untitled Unmastered came out in 2016. And 2016, yeah, should I say more? 2016 was just a great year for music. And this album specifically is so fucking nostalgic. I can't even. Like, if I listen to this top to bottom, I would cry. And it's just that good. It's just that good. It's just that good. Last but not least from CDs, for my picks today, because I have so many more, is Long Live ASAP. I've been listening to this album also a lot this year. In the last 2 years, I've been listening just to the whole A$AP Rocky discog as well. And this album specifically is not my favorite A$AP Rocky album, but it has some of my favorite songs on it. So definitely had to come and collect these ones. Now that we've done CDs and DVDs, I have to do records. I know I do records on the Instagrams and in short form content, but it's time to bring records to YouTube. And I want to do full record review videos on YouTube coming soon. So also comment down if you're interested in that. Hey, I gotta ask. My records are my babies. I've traveled states with these, right? I've really started collecting CDs and movies, like I said, in my adult age, but records are my babies. Is what I started with, and I got my first record player when I was 12 years old. I absolutely am like so excited to show you guys these. You guys don't even understand. Okay, let's just do it. Fuck, girl. Honeymoon by Lana Del Rey. Honeymoon by Lana Del Rey is my very first record that my mom purchased for me. And I remember I got it for Christmas, and I popped that sucker in, and I was like, wow. This is starting my collection. I didn't start like all you other bitches and start with Born to Die. I started with Honeymoon because this is the album that came out. I got Honeymoon for Christmas by Lana Del Rey, and I popped it in, and I was like, wow, this is my first in my collection. And this one is the only one to this day that skips. None of my other records skip unless they're like old thrifts or used records. But this one skips because it's my OG, and I played it out when I like all these years. I just played it the other day, and it still sounds really good. It always skips on one song specifically, but neither here or there. One of my first, okay? Also one of my first is Wiped Out by The Neighborhood. This was in the phase when I really loved The Neighborhood, and literally right after I Love You and that whole era and that whole thing. So I got this, and I still love this album to this day. It still goes down in history. It's probably some of all of our favorites, honestly. Another one of my first is Favorite Worst Nightmare by Arctic Monkeys. My mom took me to go get this as well. My mom really bred a music enthusiast in me, a physical media music enthusiast in me at a very young age, and I applaud her and appreciate her so much for that, because I wouldn't have the big collection that I have today and growing and ongoing collection that I have today. But also Arctic Monkeys was really important for me in middle school. That was Tumblr era, and I can't lie, I was a part of that. I love everything about it. Lorde, Lana Del Rey, Arctic Monkeys, obviously The Neighborhood, 1975. Like, I had a huge obsession, and I still do. I still have a great appreciation for those artists because they shaped my love for alternative music in that time. And speaking of that time, I previously purchased this, like, I want to say a couple months ago, True Romance by Charli XCX. This was an album that I was playing at the same time as all the firsts. I love Charli XCX from the moment that I heard You Ha Ha Ha. You Ha Ha Ha. Yes. From the moment I heard that, Nuclear Seasons, those are all on this album, and I had to purchase it this year between this year and last year, because I just, you know, with Charli XCX's resurgence in the media, I've never left her. I've never strayed away from her, and I needed to get something pressed and physical for me. Yeah. Next, we have Summertime '06, and this album is so important to me. I could cry thinking about it right now. Vince Staples just dropped Cry Baby as of this week that I'm filming, and I just can't help but to appreciate him for all he's done in the industry, and I've seen him a few times in concert, and I just love Vince Staples so bad. He's just so real and so true, and keep existing, Vince Staples. Keep doing you. You have really molded and shaped a lot of my understanding of rap music and just being an artist in general and traversing multiple spaces. So I have to have physical things of things that I really love to love them even more. I don't know, that's just me. So thank you, Vince Staples. Another very formative album for me is 99.9% by Kaytranada. I started listening to Kaytranada in 2015. I'm an OG Kaytranada fan. I got put on by my uncle who makes music, and he told me to check him out, and I did, and I love Kaytranada so much to this day. And I've seen Kaytranada also in concert, and it was magical. And this album specifically is so interesting because while Kaytranada is so funky and still dance music, and it's actually like Kaytranada is changing a lot about dance culture and dance music culture and Black people getting out and dancing again. And I love that foundationally he's a part of my music taste, because I love to dance, I love to get up, I love to shake my ass, I love to have fun and feel free. And that's what a lot of his music sounds like to me, starting with 99.9%. And also that Boiler Room, okay? I'm naming my first child after that, what is that, Toronto Boiler Room, Montreal Boiler Room? I'm naming my first child after that. For sure, for sure, for sure. And lastly today, but not leastly, I have Mama's Gun by Erykah Badu. I did my grad party photos last year in the style of this because I love Erykah Badu. Okay, Erykah Badu is everything to me. Really showed me what being a weird Black girl is and what it looks like and how it manifests, but also just her philosophies in life and the way she carries herself is really commendable. And her music is just so deep and rich and cultural and significant in my personal life and my personal journey as an adult woman, and as a young woman she was and still is. So, you know, I had to get Mama's Gun. I got this for Christmas last year actually, and this was one of my favorite pickups. And thank you guys who also gifted me some of these records. I have to shout y'all out too, because y'all are feeding my obsession, and I appreciate that so much because I want my collection to be huge. I'm a true crate digger, babe. So let's get into it. Let's keep it going. So, you know, anytime that I post music on my Instagram, y'all know what I want on vinyl. If y'all see it at the store, buy it for me. Thanks. Love you. So CD music specifically, I'm gonna talk about music respectively. Excuse me. I'm gonna talk about music respectively here. When I'm looking for records and when I'm looking for CDs, I don't shop in bulk. I usually buy 2 at a time, or buy 2 records, buy 1 CD. I don't usually buy a lot. I think a little goes a long way. You don't have to buy a whole lot to have a huge physical collection. This is me collecting for 10 plus years. You know what I'm saying? So it takes time. Take your time with it. I also have a huge book collection as well from years. So things take time. And when collecting records and CDs, take your time. And cassettes, take your time. Because I also have cassettes. I'm not showing you guys those because they're not really in good shape. But I have those as well, and I've gotten those from family members. And I think also just being like a student to music loving and music, having a huge love for music and appreciation for all kinds of music helped build my collection as well. I have stuff that I've never even heard yet, and that's why I have a series on Instagram that I am doing that literally I'm listening to albums for the first time in live form, and giving it to y'all and listening to stuff that I've never heard before, but being open and having my ear to the streets and having my love and wonder for all kinds of music helps build this collection, this huge collection that I have. Because when I go to the record store, I really take my time. I will be there an hour plus. And sometimes I just do a beautiful thing where I just go down the aisles, close my eyes, and stop and just pick up whatever is there, right, that I stop on. So just a few tips when collecting music and movies and books, and just be open, be patient, and take your time when you're looking. You will find something that you like. I promise. And you'll find gems, and be conscious of price. Don't pay $60 for an album that you know is not $60, okay? Just saying. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, I'm gonna say it over and over again because I want you to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell your friends to come watch me. Once again, my name is Em, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.